All right, all right, all right. I think we are live. Hello, all my Zen friends. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you've had an amazing weekend and you'll continue to have one for the rest of the day. For those of you on the other side of the planet, hope you had a great weekend. And here it is, the end of the weekend already. Can you believe it? So, welcome, everybody. Hello, everyone. Wow. So, welcome all my regular Zen friends. So happy to have you here. Um, I just love our journey that we're on all together. And if you're new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome. We have a great group of friends. It's full of huge hearts, great senses of humor, which are two very important things for the human adventure for sure. And there's always room for more Zen friends. So welcome. Quickly, how the free readings work. We do go down in order, first come, first serve, down the chat. The chat is the list. There's no special list or anything. You just put your question out there. And if you don't want to put your business out there, we get it. Sometimes there's things we don't want to really ask or in front of everyone. And that's kind of right. We can ask for a general reading, and you just ask for a general reading, and Spirit knows everything, of course. So we'll pull cards and see what they bring through. Free readings are generally 1 to 2 cards. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy request. And I prioritize those stepping out of the free readings. And I dive deeper for those too, pulling more cards. And you also get a little, I call it a fortune cookie. I've got 3 cookie jars today, 3 different cards that I'll pull from for a fortune cookie, a little extra message from Spirit. And there's no set dollar amount. So if you want to make a donation, whatever you give from your heart is perfect. You can use the super chat down at the bottom and or in the description box of the video. I have my Venmo, my Cash App, my PayPal, and my Square. So you can do that. What else? Well, so that gets first priority. Second priority is any of my YouTube channel members. We have one here. Hey, Shanji. You'll see their names in green with a little badge. So welcome. Shout out to you. They get second priority for their free readings. And then after I'm done with that, then I go on to the regular free readings. Pardon me. So if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, I do have 2 levels. I have a Zen Cricket at $2.99, Praying Mantis at $7.99. In addition to getting prioritization during the sessions, on Fridays and Saturdays, this weekend, I went crazy bonkers. My post-birthday weekend, I have a lot of energy. So I completed all readings, all free readings. I was like 5.5 hours in my morning session. I was way out of balance, and that's quite all right. I won't do that every weekend, I promise. Spirit, because they're like, boy, you're gonna get sick again, wearing yourself out. I'm like, oh no, okay. I'll balance next weekend. But on Fridays and Saturdays, I always make sure to complete all my donations and my YouTube channel members. That's part of their membership. And so even if I don't finish on the couple hours that I'm usually on, I'll come back on after spending time with my Praying Mantis members, and we'll finish those. Sundays are different. This is my deal with Spirit, was because I used to always go back on and finish all free readings, um, which that's what wore me out because it was a lot of readings in many hours. So we agreed with Spirit that Sundays is the day I would always do that, where if I don't finish something in the 2 hours, once I go spend time with my Praying Mantis members and come back after I eat, I finish out everything. But on Fridays and Saturdays, I always make sure to complete donations and YouTube memberships. And YouTube members, we also get together on Wednesdays, both groups together for a couple hours for tarot readings, oracle readings, past life readings, Q&A, talk about whatever we want during that time. And then my Praying Mantis members, excuse me, which is the higher level, we have a special night on Thursday nights where we dive deeper. Like right now, we're really looking into the North Node and South Nodes, the nodes of fate, and diving into astrology. In addition to all the other readings and things we do, we dive deeper. It's more of a little smaller community of learning and wanting to expand understanding our characters, understanding our gifts, different things like that. And then we also get together Friday and Saturday night after my live readings and after this session, Sunday afternoons. So if you're interested in that, you can check out the description box is a little link to tell you how to do that. And you get advanced access to all of my readings, not my readings, my videos that I put out, which have readings in them for the collective. Like I have new moon and full moon every month, and when the sun changes, zodiac sign. We've got weekly Zen Bytes, which are short videos every Friday that help us come back to our Zen or maintain our Zen. And then what else we have? Zen Gates, which are every month 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4, that give us special energy for until the next gate. And so we talk about those. Let's see, da, 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 da. And then also a monthly quest video, which one comes out tomorrow. Last month's was we zeroed in on the element of air, excuse me, in the Knight of Swords, and also we're getting to learn about our elemental spirit guides. Yes, we all have. It's actually 5 elemental spirit guides, but 4 are for air and earth, and they all roll over different parts of our lives, and we all as humans get those. We started learning about them. I'm so sorry. Congested this weekend. We got a lot of weather changes, so I'm so sorry. But the 5th one is our ethereal spirit guide, which is our guardian angel, or as they're starting to call it, the guardian angel. God Ian. So we're really getting to know those. So all that is free. And if you look at the description box video, I have playlists for all those. And then also, if you go to my main page at the very top, it says new for 2025 and has all the playlist links there too. But like I said, my YouTube channel members get advanced access to all those. And I've been trying to stay 2 to 3 weeks, even longer ahead of some of the videos. Oh, I also have quarterly Equinox and Solstice readings for each group of elements like air signs and that, and 2025 energy forecasts for each individual zodiac sign too. All those playlists are in the description box in there. So a lot of free content that Spirit's putting out to help us through this year, because we have great opportunities for this year to have a really rough time or a really easy time, and flowing with the energies and being aware of them. So, be sure to check those out. If you feel led, like yesterday, we put out the Pisces Sun season. So happy early birthday to all you Pisces Sun babies. This includes a bonus card for each individual zodiac sign, so it gives you a little bit more of an oomph. And zeroing in, we do a collective reading and then 12 little mini readings, 1 card each, I think, was this month. And so it's for the whole Pisces season that runs from February 18th to like March 20th, I think, around there, till we hit Aries and the new solstice, spring, boom, 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 at least in the northern hemisphere, fall in the southern. And then, of course, on Friday, we had a new Zen Bite, which this one was the best date ever. It's about self-love. Just a little spoiler alert. So we have all that available. And then just to let everyone know too, because it is my birthday month and I have a crazy Zen super sale where all my personal recorded readings are reduced price. So you can click on that little link and it'll tell you all the different types that I offer. Like I've been talking this weekend about, I have relationship readings. So you can have I offer personal readings where you book a reading and then you just send me all your questions. And then, I pull from spirit. But then I also have some specialized readings where I have them built what I provide, and you can always add your extra questions onto those. But sometimes, like, I don't know what to ask, and so I do have relationship readings, and I have 6 different types. I have the single and looking, like you don't have an interest, and so you're like, tell me who's coming next. Do I have a fated relationship, etc., like that. Number two is single with a background check. It's like you have interest, you're seeing someone, but you haven't like gone into a committed relationship yet. So we have that one. We have secret crush, which is if you have a crush on someone, do they know who you are? Do they have a crush on you? What does spirit wants you to know around it? Status of a current relationship. That's kind of self-explanatory. And then two of my popular ones, stay or go relationship reading. It's what if I stay? What if I go? It's like that old song, should I stay or should I go? And so we find out if you go, will there be trouble? And if you stay, will there be double? That's the song lyrics. Anyway, so that's a great reading. And then the reconciling with X, um, is the energy, current energy leaning towards that? And what if I do? What's the energy if I do reconcile? What's the energy if I don't? And for you, and then also, what do we need to know? Is there some hidden things? What do we need to know about this? To give you information to help make educated decisions, right? So I love that. Relationship readings are always fun. In addition to that, I also have past life readings where you can do a past life reading for yourself or between you and someone else. See what past lives spirit wants you to know about. I also do life purpose readings and birthday readings. So all of that information is in that link, but I'd like to make sure people know what's available, especially when it's on sale. All right, and then my hedge of peace and love is also on sale, and it talks about what that is. I won't waste your guys' time right now. We know we want to hear from spirit, so we'll dive into that if you're interested. It's an energetic thing where I put a hedge around you that allows you to have silence and peace and love, and it repels darkness out of your life for like a 2-week period to give you time to really contemplate and have peace. And there's some amazing things that happen in that. Like people have had people blow up in their life and blah and leave, and people like, oh my god. And I had one that had a boss who was a horror. They were like a dictator. They were just like, and it was actually a friend of a friend of mine, and they had come to visit my friend that I was staying with, and I came out of my room and she was crying, and my friend was in the shower. So I was like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Oh, my boss, blah blah blah." And I said, "I do this if you're interested." And she was like, "Absolutely." She went back home, and a couple days later, she texted me because it's like 2-week process, and she was like, "Oh my god, he got fired." And I'm like, "Ooh, beware of the hedge." Anyway, but that's so it's fun. I love energy. I love spirit. Right. All right. So let's get into it, everybody. I'm going to continue to use this beautiful deck, the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms. Great, beautiful artwork. Hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And so donations will be first. Let me just take a look here. So we've got is that Malimal? You are up first for that one. Let me check some timestamps here. And then we do have Sean G, Boom Boom, via the CashApp. You'll be up after that. And then Sassy Libra, and then the Love 43. So that's where we're at right now. So we'll start with those. And hello, everybody. And thank you guys. Anyone new coming in, if you want a free reading, all you have to do is put your question in the chat, and then donations get first priority. My YouTube channel members get second priority for their free readings. And then I move on to the free readings. We will get to everyone today at some point, even if I, in a couple hours, head off to go spend time with my Praying Mantis members and eat. I come back on and I finish them all at some time today. So you'll get messages today from Spirit. And I'm always happy to say that. And then I just got another one come in via the PayPal. So we have Maria P. So you'll be up after the Love 43. All right, let's get into it, everybody. So shake, shake, shake. Take a quick sip here. Whoops. I do know how to drink on occasion. All right. So, Malima, thank you so much for your donation. Let me give that a love and a like there. Beautiful. All right. So, let's see. You'd like a love reading? Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see what does Spirit want you to know about love right now. I love the little shamrock in there, the little four-leaf clover. All right. So they do want those. They want that one, and they do want this one too. We'll do that, and then this one. Where do you want this one? Down here? Okay. All righty. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, boo boo boo. Okay. So bottom of deck energy, which is kind of the theme energy of your entire reading, is the Ace of Cups. So very fitting. Show the little blue label there. Ace of Cups is all about, you know, new love, but it's also that you are this chalice. This is who we all are. And our whole journey of life is, of course, love. Every moment is about unconditional love or a cry out for it, right? So one of our big journeys is that we are on this, path to finding the love we've always been looking for, but ultimately every relationship we have of any kind, romantic, friends, family, whatever, is a reflection of our self-love. We can't love someone else more than the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. So I love myself that much, no matter how much love I want to pour out, it's going to be drip, drip, drip. No matter how much love they want to give me, it's going to be drip, drip, drip. And so always at the core of every love reading is remember, self love is what we're really hungry for, and the outside world can't give us that. And the more we expand our self love, the more we expand our ability to give and receive love from humans and to humans too. So that's the core underneath the surface. Now let's dive into all these cards that came out. So, what else does Spirit want you to know about love right now? Yay! So you do have here the 10 of swords. Let me show you the bottoms here. And then the 10 of swords and the 6 of wands too. Very bright card here. Um so the 10 of swords represents, all of our thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and expectations around relationships. I love that it's an octopus in the background. There's all these 10 arms that it's like that's what grabs us, and those suction cups just where we feel caged, we feel trapped because we've learned a lot about our lives about the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be around love, right? Well, this is who they're supposed to be. This is who they're supposed to be in the relationship. This is how the relationship is supposed to go. This is who I'm supposed to be in the relationship. And even this is who I'm supposed to be. And it's very cagey, it's very restricting, and it's all opinion that we've heard growing up. The 10 of Swords, though, is a great card because it's like, I'm sick and tired of trying to live up to all these expectations, and they're done, right? And the Six of Wands is a victory card, an equal attraction card. And so basically, with these two cards, Spirit is saying it's very important um, that we don't continue to do what we've always done in relationships and get what we've always gotten. Because when we have these fears, we have all these expectations, we focus on what something's not being, who someone's not being, and all that does is, blows up the the relationship. It sucks the life out of it. What we can do instead is we can try to get rid of as many expectations as we can, and then we're able to be grateful and thankful for someone, and that's the way it works, right? When we meet someone, we're down here, right? We have no expectations. We meet them, they're this, and wow, look at all of this amazingness that they are, right? We're blown away, and we're like, wow, I'm really attracted to them and drawn to them because they're amazing, right? And then we start hanging out, and then we start dating. See, expectations are rising, and the amazingness is still amazing. It's becoming less amazing and less amazing. We date exclusively for a long time, then we get engaged. Well, they're still amazing enough. We've had worse. Then we get married. Bam! Like, what? Now they're a disappointment. Why did they change? Well, they didn't. Our expectations of each other do. That's why usually if I'm invited to a wedding in the card that I give them, I'm always like, remember, remember why you fell in love and try to keep as as many as low as expectations as you can so you can enjoy each other. And they're like, oh, bruddaZEN. And I'm like, I'm telling you. So this is good information, right? Good visuals. All right. So let go of those expectations. And then you have the judgment card. And there is this energy here of this is your higher self having you look at things from a higher perspective, which is kind of what we were talking about. So they're building on that. And then underneath that, yeah, because you have the Three of Swords. Otherwise, heartache and disappointment is what comes if we keep all those expectations. So it's pretty much everything I was talking about. I just hadn't turned over the cards yet. Evidently, I'm channeling ahead of the cards. So we'll look at the next cards here. And also they want to add that it's like when we have like all these expectations, we kind of like, okay, creator has to be this type of person in this way, in this manner, in this timing. It's very limited. We're going, creator, you have to meet this. And they're like, well, this person is on back order for 1,000 years. However, there's a great person over here that we don't even see because we got these expectation blinders on, and it takes us a long time to turn to be able to see that. But if we release expectations, we can do that faster and go, oh, who's that? So it tells me that whoever is heading towards you for love is off your list. Like we gain a list like the supposed to be's and all that. It's like, that's not someone I'd normally fall for or I'd be attracted to, but holy cow, All right, so let's see what else we have here. Yeah, I love it. So you got the Star card and the Page of Cups, and the Star card is about dreams come true. Let's see, sorry for this. So kind of glary cards, but it's dreams come true. And you got the Page of Cups too, which is heightened love, a love that you have never had before. And it's a person that you didn't even know was your dream come true, because we don't really know what is best for us as humans. We're just told a lot of opinions, so we think we know, but spirit knows. They know all. They see the big picture and they're like, oh, if you'll just trust me, I will bring you the perfect person in the perfect way in the perfect timing. And you're like, "Yeah, but I want it now," right? But the Star card and the Page of Cups, I love this for you because it is like this person that will come here if you'll do that release of these expectations, releasing those stories that don't serve you anymore, those opinions. Free yourself from that cage, free your heart, free your energy, free your physical world from all the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. It just really allows you to raise your love vibration and draw in this amazing, amazing relationship. So I love that. Let's see what else they're wanting to tell you here. Yeah, you got the Four of Wands. It is marriage. It does lead to marriage. So this love that's headed your way with the Four of Wands, that's joy, celebration, but it is a marriage card. And they didn't even usually when I pull that, I'm like, okay, I ask, is this the marriage card? And since I saw they're like marriage, and I'm like, okay, I got it. So it is someone that leads to marriage, this love that's coming, but it's releasing those expectations on that. Let's see what else we have here. You just can't make it up. So you got the lovers card. So it is in a very important, beautiful partnership here. I love that. And then you have the Two of Swords. Yeah, and the Two of Swords, this is the mirror, mirror, mirror on in the sky. Why, oh, why do I keep picking these people? And it's like letting go of those expectations allows you to draw in different people that you have this person that you wouldn't have ever drawn together before. But the Two of Swords is also a battle between the head and the heart. And the the head is all those supposed to be, should be's, need to be's, those expectations, and the heart connects to your high heart and it knows what it really wants, but the mind's like, no, we cannot have that. You must follow the list. And it's getting rid of that list that allows your heart to truly feel that joy. Timing, I feel like you want to know timing. Okay, when is this? When is this amazing person coming? Well, it's a range, and it depends on your how much work you put into releasing those expectations, right? I have some timing oracle here. Let me just pull that real quick here. Let's see what they say here. Yep, when you least expect it. So they're staying very vague. I want a day and a time and an hour, but it's a range, which this really just reinforces that it's it could be next week, depending on how much energy, or it could be I feel like it's this year. They're at least telling us it's like you'll meet him like December 31st at 11:59 p.m. in the night is the latest, but the earliest could be today. If you did amazing inner work, probably not today. Let's say more like in March, because there's some stuff to let go of and some stuff that we've been having these thoughts and beliefs for so long, it's hard for us to just chunk it all. We're like, but what if? What will people think? We got to work through that going, all right, creator, I do trust you. And I'm releasing all these expectations and I'm going to go live the passion of my life. And that's where I'll meet him, out there, living my passion, not making finding love my passion, because that's like trying to fill a position in a company that you're self-employed, right? And so I need a love, and I'm accepting applications, doing background checks and interviewing. And so let's take a look here. uh, are you going to be able to match that? That feels like work, and that feels like you're empty and you're trying to fill a position so that you can be full in your life. That's not love. That's ownership or employment, right? But when we live our love, when we live our passions of life, doing all the things we love, spending time with people we love, and going and doing things, we meet someone who also is out there living their life and living their passions, and you both have a common passion, like you meet at a pottery place where you're, you know, gonna go do clay pottery or something, and you're like, hey, and sparks, and then the relationship organically grows because you're interested. It's not just you'll fill this position. It's wow, right? And very different energies. I'm sure you realize that. All right, so that's what they have for you, but you do get a fortune cookie, and I feel like we do want to go to these angel number cookie jar to see what they have for you. Okay, here we go. So you've got 2002, The Void. And I'll read these. It says, longing, technology, ambition, genius, forward thinking, stress, and depression. It says you have more control over your life than you realize. Learn and execute what interests you. So doing that interest, passion, like I was saying, that's perfect. Turn things around. It gets better with time. There are plenty of friends to make, so chill out, have fun, and open up. Go outside! Exclamation. So that's sort of chill out, go have fun, live life. You have a lot of friends to make. And in doing that, that's where you meet this amazing person. So I love that for you. And that is what they have for you, Malimal. So many blessings to you. Thank you again for your donation. All right. And then we have Sean G. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Via the CashApp. For some reason, I go into German or Swedish or something. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what the accent is. But all right. So you want to know your current energy. When will your vision of financial stability happen? All right. So let's take a look here, Sean, and see what we have. Oh, shout out to another of my YouTube channel members too that came in. Hey, Moonlight. Good day. Good to see you. All right. So let's take a look here, Sean. Talk about the dreams of financial stability. What does Spirit want you to know about what and when and how and whatever they want to tell you here. So they do want that one, and they do want that one. Okay. All right. So it's interesting. They've got like three cards and three cards, and then one card it, and these look like eyeballs. So it looks like um triple eye, like three eyes and like a mouth. That's funny. But the eight of oh wow, you got two eights on the bottom of the deck. You got the eight of wands and the eight of swords. So this does tell me because the first one was the eight of swords, which is about it's flow. Both of these are flow, and you're definitely flowing towards this because the eight of swords is you've been working and releasing thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, especially around financially, that have been making you feel blinded and bound and trapped and restricted. So I feel like you've been really, you know, working on focusing on gratitude for what you have and less on, want and need of finances. And you've been really changing thoughts and beliefs and going, because when we focus on wanting financial stability and needing financial stability, what happens? We push it away from us because that wanting, needing energy is actually, it doesn't draw the things we want and need from us because our energy of want is saying, I enjoy wanting financial stability, but not having it. Because if I have it, then I'll stop wanting it because I won't need it and it won't be missing anymore because I'll have it. So, that whole changing our energy allows us to, look at gratitude, and that's what opens us up to receive. So this eight of swords is saying you've been working on the mindsets, and if it's hard because we're taught growing up focusing on want and need and what we fear and everything else, right? So when we look at it differently, then this eight of wands it comes flooding in, but it's that change of mindset that's so important. And I was saying here is, you know, what and I mention this a lot, so if I'm repeating myself, apologies, but they want me to say it, so I have to say it. It's when I want to change a habit, my cell phone, we always have it around us, right? It never leaves our side most of the time, and I just set a silent vibrating alarm that goes off every waking hour to remind me, like, if it's gratitude I wanna have focusing on, I have gratitude, I have little messages on the alarm that when it goes off and I'm like, "Who's calling me? What are they doing here?" And then I'm like, "Oh, okay." You know, that's right, come back to gratitude because we get sucked back out into the old habit, into the outside world that just draws us out into lack, and then we're like, "Whoop, here we come back," right? And then we drift off, and then whoop, we come back, right? Ah, I love that. So perfect. And you've been watching videos and working on limited beliefs. Perfect. So this, on one hand is telling you and acknowledging you've been doing the work and it is flowing with the two eights, but you can increase the flow by continuing. Maybe change it to every every hour. It's like, all right, I want to change this thing, right? But whatever is reasonable and whatever works for you, and just continue to do that. So I like that. And then, okay, so that's the bottom of the deck. Let's see what else they want you to know here. So one side of the three eyes, you have the Six of Cups, which is childhood emotion, and the World card. Ending, this is like an ending of an old cycle that you learn from childhood. And I believe we probably have talked about the Six of Pentacles before. But when I get that kind of energy, it's talking about how we have we develop our sorry, I can't do two things at once. It appears. Blah blah blah. Okay, here's the video. This one is one that I created around the Six of Pentacles because when we're young, we do develop our ratio of giving and receiving, our rate of exchange that's there, right? And when we do that, it's way out of balance, right? Because when we're young, we give so much, we get so little, especially if from the important people in our lives, like parents are usually the usual suspects. Grandparents, it could be other people, but adults are so busy, they don't realize that we have this, I need all of this, and we give all this, and we get this. And we're like, oh, that seems fair. We don't know any better as children. So we have this way out of balance giving and receiving, which creates barriers, which keeps things from coming in. And I feel like with this, Six of Cups and the World card, this is about ending a cycle, ending an old cycle and starting new beliefs. So, that's another tool if you wanna take a look at that, and that's for anyone that resonates. If you feel like you're an overgiver or you feel like things are resistant and coming to you, even though consciously you're like, "I want all this stuff," but it's like, "Why is it being kept from me?" Check out that video because it's I was blown away, when Spirit brought the message through. I'm like, wow, I haven't done that either. So I went and did that after the video. Because you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is birthing, harvest, abundance that comes from this transformation. So this does seem to be that there's a message of that there are some limiting beliefs or a ratio that's in the subconscious world, right? Because when we learn that as a our emotional child, which is 7 years old and younger, our emotional inner child, it it learns this way to balance thing, and then it seeps into our subconscious, and boom, there it is. It influences our life. It's running on autopilot before below the surface until we're like, let me bring that into my consciousness, hit the edit button, change that from 1 to 1,000 to 1 to 1 to 1, save it, it goes back in, and then these force fields that our inner child keeps up because it doesn't feel we're worthy of it, it drops. And then floods come in, and that's like that 8 of Wands, floods, all right, let's bring in that abundance, right? So I love that, those 3 together, so that's one eye. Then the other eye here with these other 3 cards. You got the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, the Page of Wands, fire, fire, fire. And all of these are amazing because 2 of Wands is kind of what we were talking about too, um, here. Sorry, Sassy Libra. I am on Sean G. Yeah, so I'm reading that. I think you're up. You might be up next. But let me finish this reading first, all right? Patience, patience. I know you. I just want to make sure I didn't miss it. No, you're good. I haven't gotten to you yet. But I love these. This is like all that energy we're talking about. Whatever we focus on, apologies. uh, because the 10 of Wands is watching where you're investing all of your energy. Page of Wands is, taking your energy to that next level and really focusing on it. And the 2 of Wands. So all this is your fire, fire, fire. And I was gonna share it anyway, so it was, like, right next to this one. These are the 2 things that I usually share, um, when we're looking at having, um, like, things aren't coming to us as fast as we'd like, or we feel like there's resistance. It's our energy draws in things, right? So if I'm focusing on need and want, then it's repelling it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, now I'm changing my energy to focus on gratitude, then it draws it toward me. But if I have that 6 of Pentacles, if that force field is up because my inner child's going, no, we don't deserve that yet, then it comes in, but it goes, and it sticks to the wall going, well, I want to come to you, but someone in your management system, which our little emotional inner child is the one who controls the force field, they're in the subconscious going, nope, force field up because they're keeping those hatch marks. Have you given 1,000 abundance coins yet? Nope, then you don't deserve the one yet. And then when we get to the 1,000 and then the walls drop, we get abundance and then whoosh, it starts over. You ever see like at a warehouse when they're like, um 999 days without incident or injury, and then something happens that resets to 0, and that's kind of it all starts all that erases, and you have to start building up that 1,000 coins again. So it's the combination of those 2 I feel is very important for you, coming in here. And then the card underneath, yeah, Temperance. Ugh. patience. Bleh. But it is alchemy too. It is showing you that you are making progress because alchemy is going back and forth between the two cups. And every time things are going back and forth, it's magically getting closer and closer to gold, right? It starts off as a base metal. So it is slowly happening, but we can increase the speed by how much we're bringing all of that in. I'm just going to throw a timing oracle in here too, since I have them right here, and just see, can you give us any idea on timing based on current energy? Okay, nope. There we go. And you got two. Is this going to be a range? We'll see. Wow. So you have the closeness is in a few weeks, or the latest, like in the summer. Let's say the end of summer, just to have the range. It could be the end of summer because anytime during summer, or within a few weeks. And and I like this. Hopefully, you're in the northern hemisphere because summer is sooner than well, I guess southern hemisphere. They're in summer right now, but so I like this for you. It's being aware of that energy, and hopefully all that will help. All right, so that is here. Let me get you your fortune cookie too. Let's see where we're being drawn to. All right, I feel like you're being drawn to the universe has your back oracle. Okay, there we go. And let's see what your fortune cookie says here. Yeah, I know. Well, it's up to you. It's all how much energy you are putting into focusing on gratitude and looking at that out of balance. Because if you do that work of bringing it from your subconscious to your consciousness and going, okay, who is it that I have this out of balance belief of worthiness, right? This, how many where did I learn when I was 7 years old and younger that I had to give so much to receive so little? Parents, like I said, are usually suspects, but when you sit with it and you go, oh, wow. And it talks about forgiveness and release, and that helps us adjust that. Then if the force fields come down, then it can come in. But if you don't do that and the force fields up, it comes in a few weeks, it's there, but you're like, it's out of reach. It's just, it's just right there. I ain't want, and it's like, lower the force field. And the little inner child's like, no, until we consciously show them, that rate of exchange that you learned, that's wrong. That's not fair to you. So let's change that. So I love that. I love it. Hummingbird. Is a hummingbird, is that a special meaning to you? I feel like that might connect you to someone on the other side. They're bringing that in too, but says the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, right? That energy, the more fearless and free I am. The walls come down. So I love that. I love that hummingbird for you. Magical. All right. So many blessings, Sean. Hang in there. But I love all the information they give. We all can glean from that. It's wonderful reminders and information for our intentions. And so, if any of you feel like, I feel like things are being kept away from me, abundance, love, jobs, whatever, really check out those two videos about our energy, where my energy focus is, and what the subconscious rate of exchange of what I feel I'm worthy to receive. It's all there on autopilot until we take control of it. Absolutely. Much love to you, Sean. Good to see you. All righty. So where we're at, we do have Sassy Libra. You are up next. And then the Love 43. I believe you are up after that. And then Maria P, you're up after that. And then Moonlight, you'll be up after that. So that's where we are. Oh no, don't worry, Sassy Libra, at all. I know, I know people want to know. That's why I try to every couple readings kind of let everyone know where we're at, because It's like, did I miss it? Am I waiting for it? It already happened. I just want to know. So don't worry about it at all. Hey, brother baby. I love that. All right. Thank you for your donation. Let me give that a love and a like since it lets me. Boom, boom. All right. You'd like a general reading. So let's see here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. So they want you to know that and that, that. Okay, that's first here. Then this. Then this. Wow. Okay. And then that one. Then that one. Then that one. Okay, they want that one too. Scooch it under there. All right. What do we have happening here? Just scooch these down. All righty. So, the bottom of the deck, you do have the 10 of Cups, which is joy, celebration, overflowing emotion. We like that to be in the energy underneath. We'll see what this is about here, but I'm hearing a lot of choose joy, choose joy, choose joy, and every moment is a choice, right? We make every moment is a choice we make on the story we're applying to something, the emotion we're choosing to feel, the energy we're putting forward, and our physical actions, right? And higher vibration is joy. That's our natural state, unconditional love and laughter and peace and gratitude. All that's higher vibration. Lower vibration are those rooted in, you know, in fears, unjoy, the fear of losing a conditional love of the outside world. So I like this. Choose joy, choose joy, choose joy. All right, let's see what else they have here. That was the bottom of the deck. Yay, the Six of Wands. Victory, celebration type of energy and flow. So I like this, and I feel like this is a celebration um, of that you've been really um, putting a lot of energy into choosing higher vibration lately. And I feel like this is just them starting off with that, going high fives and kudos and group hug and, boom, 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 fist bumps all around from your spiritual posse because it's like pride. They're proud of you for the extent to which you've chosen to choose joy instead of sorrow and unjoy and fear. And you're just like, I had enough of that crap. Here we go. I'm ready to, move forward. So I like that. Kudos to you there. And then you have the Knight of Cups, which is movement of emotion. And it's on this journey, every knight has a quest, and the Knight of Cups is on a quest for the Ace of Cups, which is self love. Because that's the chalice, that's the holy grail, the quest that is most famous, right? But it is the quest for self-love, inward and upward, inward and upward. And again, I feel like this is a kudos to you, because you've been pursuing your self-love, you've been raising your love vibration, and that's why you're feeling this joy. So this all those 3 cards together is like a celebration of, uh, even a nudge for you to, like, stop, take a big deep breath, turn around, and look at how far you've come. Look at yourself a year ago and go, wow, I am not that same animal. I'm not a caterpillar, I'm a butterfly. And it's this transformation that you've gone through. And I feel like it's a celebration, and they're wanting you to know it's time to celebrate. You don't have to wait for some imagined place that you have to get to in the future to be able to celebrate. They're like, celebrate now, every day, celebrate. Your progress, because wow, right? I love that. And then you got 2 cards here. You got this card, yeah. So this is you're ready for a new level. The 0 card, the full card. This is the first card in the major arcana. The last card in the major arcana being the world card, which is an ending of a cycle, another victory, going to a new level. And I feel like they like this. It's like before go to the next level, this is like where they wanted you to turn around and look how far you've come, because you're like, wow, now let's go to this next level that you want to go to. And so I love that. And let's see what the card is below the deck. Ooh, So 2 of Cups. So the 2 of Cups, one, it's the relationship you have with your spiritual posse and your higher self, but this love is pouring out, and you probably have already noticed this because there's this palpable, I don't use this word, palpable, emotion, emotional waves that are flowing below the surface because this love and joy that you have is filling you up and it's overflowing out. And we talk about that all of our outside relationships are a reflection of our inner love. And because that's been expanding, you're seeing changes ripple out into friendships and family. And if you don't have a love yet, um, like a relationship lover kind of energy, it's someone higher vibration is being drawn towards you, because you've sent out this uh, like what is it called, an EMP, an electronic whatever pulse, but it sent out this love pulse, and it ding, and it's uh, activated, and you guys are being drawn together. So all that stuff you've been doing for your self love is impacting relationships in the outside world too. And I feel like you've noticed it. Um, if not, pay attention. I'm just kidding. I feel like you have. That's why it's a joke. You're like, yes. So I love it. I love it. Let's see what else we got here. So you got the Queen of Swords. Yeah. So you really been having this balance between head and heart. And also you've been learning a lot about your self-love, also your ideal mate, you know, this long list of expectations that we've had, it's really been balancing out, it's been changing. The things that used to matter don't matter as much, and because you're finding this fulfillment inside and you're like, "I don't need anybody." Doesn't mean I don't want someone, but I don't need anybody like that. That, you know, as humans, we get when we are taught that our hearts are empty and we need to find somebody to fill us up, which is, of course, incorrect. We tend to get desperate. I need somebody. But when we're like, "Oh, wait a minute, I'm the person I've been looking for all my life." That's self-love. I find it in here. I don't need another human to make me feel whole and complete. I'm not a half a person looking for a half a person to make me whole. I'm a whole, amazing, powerful person, and I'm looking for another amazing, powerful person that knows their self-love so that we can go on adventures together like butterflies. I don't want a caterpillar I have to carry around. Or I don't want to be carried around by a butterfly or something. I'm going to do my own flying and they're going to fly with me instead. So, you've had this, beautiful, beautiful transformation with all this. Yeah. And underneath the surface, you've got this moon energy, this Mother Luna energy, a lot of this connection to spirit, this flow of deep, deep emotion. And I love this because deep oceans, when they're dark, seem scary, but when we have it full of light, which you've been putting a lot of light into your emotions, it's a beautiful, beautiful sea, and it's a beautiful feeling of emotion, especially when you've captured the emotional monsters. A lot of your big emotional monsters, you've captured and transformed them into beautiful, um, sea creatures, emotional creatures instead of monsters. And so I love all this flow. There's also this, mama energy that's here, um, and I feel like it's a combination. I feel like if you have a very maternal person on the other side, um, I feel like they want you to know that they are around you, but also, this is about motherhood, below the surface, that it's like, yes, you will be able to be a mother, to others, either through birth or, um, you know, whoever is coming your way. They might already have children if you're not wanting children yourself, but you will be able to be an amazing mother for someone or someone's. Right. And then you have these three cards. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I love it. So you have been here. Oh, I love it. It's blown your mind. Spirit, I tell you, that I love them, and so thank you for mentioning that because I love to hear that the messages are resonating and because I never grow old in hearing, um, that it's hitting home. You have been alone for a while. You have the Hermit card, which you've been spending a lot of time with spirit. The High Priestess is also kind of hermity energy. Both of those are about they step back from the chaos of the world, connect higher, look behind the veil, dive deep into things. And I love that. So it's been a while, and that's right. It's been on purpose for purpose because you've been through this transformation. Yeah, preparing for this King of Pentacles. So I feel like they're giving you a little glimpse here, going, it's been worth it because you didn't want to continue to do what you always did and get what you always got, right? Out the window. You've been wanting someone in this King of Pentacles, very earth energy. So I feel like this individual has a lot of, they're either an earth sign or they have a lot of earth energy in their birth chart. So they don't have to be like an earth sign going, oh, their birthday isn't this, because eventually when you get to know them and you steal their birth certificate and you pull their chart, you're like, oh my God, they got all this earth or an earth moon. And because they have a very much abundance feel in their life. And again, we want someone who is confident and has self-love, and they're not like looking for you to fill a position in their heart so that they feel whole. You're like, I don't want to be anyone's. Can't say that on YouTube. They're gonna say like love. That's gonna sound totally bad. But anyway, you just don't want to have to feel like you're someone who feels a hole in their heart. We'll say it that way. I have to correct it because it sounds so bad. Um, um, so that's funny. But so this person is very whole and positive here. And then you have the Two of Swords on the bottom. Yeah, this mirror. And I love this. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. And the Two of Swords with the mirror, I just feel like it's, you know, you've realized a lot that every relationship you have is a mirror of who you are, and again, that comes full circle where we're talking about, every relationship you have is a reflection of who you are, how you love yourself, and because you've been changing that, this is the different reflection of who's going to be coming your way, and you're just going to be like, wow, because it's higher vibrational relationship, something that you've never had. So I love that. And yeah, we always want to know. I kept these timing oracle cards out here because I do relationship readings, and one of the things we look at is timing. And I kept them out, and I'm like, this weekend we're gonna give you some time. I know they're usually like it's ranges, time fluctuates. It all depends on our energy. I know. I go, but we want to know this weekend. It's just we just need to know. That's what we have here. Ooh, wow! Look at April. So April, I feel, is when they enter into your orbit. So I like that for you. And then for your fortune cookie, let's pull here from the angel number oracle. All right. Nope, they want this one. All right. Let's see what they have here for you. So you got 1818, willpower. Wow, I wonder if their name is Will or William or Liam. We'll find. We'll see. But it says achievement, success, striving forward, prosperity, go-getters, courage, and luck. This says, wow, significant events are on the cards for you. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put on your path. An excellent proposal or change is coming up. You're destined for greatness. Boom. 1818. So if you're seeing 18s or 1818 numbers, that's the reminder of this as well. So I love that for you, Sassy Libra. So thank you again for your donation. I'm excited for you. Fun, fun. All right. So many blessings. Love you too, baby. All right. Let me just see here. So, up next, we've got the Love 43. Thank you so much for your donation. Let me give that a love and a like. And just click on here. And after Love 43, we'll have Maria P. And then, whoops, went scrolling super fast. Moonlight, of course. And then Ashvin Ray, you'll be up after that. All right. So, Love 43, thank you so much. What message does Source have for you? All right. Let's get these cards loaded. All right. Okay. I feel like they're going to give you that oracle over there. Like they turned my head. Okay. Like, why am I looking over there? They're like, that deck. And I'm like, oh, okay. We'll pull an oracle for you too. So we got this and this and this and this and these and then those and those. Okay. Those go here though. All right. So let us grab here. These are the Cosmic Magic Oracle. Very pretty deck. This was drawing me to them for you. So that's where we'll start here. And let's see what we're doing. Let me just scroll down here in case you're commenting. All right. So, what do you want Love 43 to know? Here it is. All right. Put those over there. You have the South Node, Karma. Card number 34. And it's an amazing thing because we got a lot of significant energy changes this year with our North Node as a collective, because it was in Aries, because the nodes go in reverse. Usually we go through the zodiac, Aries through Pisces, but they go Pisces backwards, or they go like, in a way it's backwards. So we were in Aries with our North Node, which is all about the we and me, and then we moved into Pisces North Node, which means we're getting pointed really internally. It's a huge thing it's in it for like 18 months. And then about the middle, it started like January 1st, because that was like Aries at 0 degrees in our North Node. And then it went into Pisces in the middle of the month. So this is going to be impacting all of humanity because it's how we learn our lessons. It's how we are raising and growing. So that's kind of the atmosphere. The South Node is like our past. It's what we've come into. It's what we're experienced in. It's what we revert to when we are freaking out, when we're having anxiety and panicking. So it says here, and this is really cool too, it talks about when people think of karma, they often think of the phrase, what goes around comes around. But karma can mean something different depending on the person and or the culture that the concept of karma is coming from. But let's think of karma as the ripple effect of our decisions, that every choice of ours has a consequence that can be positive or negative, higher vibration or lower vibration, or even just neutral. That the energy we put into the world has an impact one way or another, cause and effect. The South Node is a point in astrology that symbolizes karma, lessons, challenges, and things we might need to release so we can evolve. The South Node reminds us of the sense of responsibility of our actions that comes with karma and helps us to live intentionally and with kindness and compassion. It also encourages us to learn from our past actions, to self reflect, and to seek personal growth. So when the South Node card comes to you, you can ask yourself the following and reflect on the following. There's 3 questions. What does karma mean to me? 2, what is a personal lesson that I've learned from recently? And 3, in what ways have I seen the ripple effects of karma in my life lately? Little affirmation for it says, I am mindful of my actions and the energy that I put out into the world. And the self care practice is set aside some time to ponder the cause and effect of some of your actions as of late. And this can be a challenging thing to do. So take a moment to close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and remind yourself that you are worthy of love, self compassion, and forgiveness. And remember that loving yourself creates one of the most beautiful ripple effects of all. Wow, I love that. So beautiful South Node energy about reflecting and looking at what we're doing, with our energy and reflecting. And it's interesting because as I was reading that, I saw the bottom of the deck, which you have, which is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is this card, and this is the um, being the bottom of the deck. It's the energy that's flowing below your reading, and it's like taking a inventory of where you're investing your emotional energy, both in relationships and in the emotions that we're pushing down and have been suppressed since your emotional body was being developed 7 years old and younger, even into the womb. And so, on one point, we look at what are these emotions that were stuff that I didn't know what to do with because when we're 7 years old and younger, we're still children. We don't start developing our mental brain until we are with like 7 years old to 14 years old is when our brain, our thinking side really develops, and it kind of shoves the emotional child down into the basement, into our subconscious, into our cellar, because they're like, we can't have you acting that way. We got to be logical and not get rejected by the tribe or the pack. So you got to go downstairs. And so that's when our emotional body gets pushed down. But while we're developing our emotional side as children, we're like babies, right? We only know how to communicate our emotions three ways: laugh, cry, throw a tantrum, right? Or take a nap, right? But those three things. And um, one of those is very supported by adults. We like laughing children usually, but a crying child, I don't know if you guys heard this growing up. You better stop your crying. I'm going to give you something to cry about. Or tantrums. I'm going to take you out to the car, and they're never going to find your body. You know. And so, what do we do when we realize I'm taught I'm not supposed to express my sadness or my anger? What do we do with it then? Well, I don't know what to do with it. It can't go anywhere. Well, we push it down here, and then it takes energy to keep those below the surface, and they're still charged emotions bouncing around in the cellar with our emotional inner child. So they're talking about, being aware of that, that we can transform some of those, and when we transform it, all that emotional energy comes back to us, into our emotional bank. And then the other thing was like taking an inventory of our relationships, and we can go, what are the relationships out there that I'm giving 70, 80, 90% of the energy, emotional energy, into a relationship. And the other people are consistently only giving 10, 20, and 30%. You probably already have that list forming in your head. And that one, and that one, and that one. And um, because you're the life support system for these relationships, and because healthy relationships, they fluctuate, right? There's some days I can only give 20 and you're going to give 80. Other days you can only give 20 and I'm going to give 80, and some days we're only going to be able to give 20 each, and we're going to fill this gap, and it's okay. This is all we can give today. It's just it'll be temporary, right? And so it's healthy. But when it's always consistently where you're giving more and more and more, and they're giving you little bit, those are the ones that you can be like, you probably have some, you're like, yep, that they're gone. I'm getting all that energy back into my emotional bank. Some you're like, well, I really like them, or they're my family or something, where you're like, well, I still need to communicate, and I feel like I want to give it a chance. Then just drop back to 50%. And if they make up the other, then great, right? You at least got back this over, and it's a balanced relationship. And if they don't, it just drifts away and fall and you just drift, and then you get all that energy back anyway, right? And it's an important thing to do. I love that your oracle card that they drew me to was all about self-love and filling up with love, and the 8 of cups is about you getting all this love back that you're expending that you get to have for you. They're also preparing you for something when they have you take an inventory of that. It's like, let's gather all this emotional energy because you're about to have a situation where you can invest it. So if you're not in a loving relationship yet, like a romantic relationship, this could be preparing you for that. We'll see what these other cards are. That's the bottom of the deck. All right, here we go. So you got the 5 of swords. Yeah, the battle between the head and the heart. And so the mind has been telling you, "Oh no, you're supposed to self-sacrifice." And we grow up with all those thoughts and beliefs. I have to overgive. That's my duty. Aren't we supposed to be overgivers and give and give and give and give and give until we're exhausted and give more until we're resentful? That's what we're taught, but that's not healthy, right? So it's like really owning that and preparing this for you. And I feel like you've been doing this battle that's been going on between your head and your heart. You're like, my heart knows the truth. My head has a lot of opinion it grew up with that we just can release, right? Yes. Then you got one of my favorite cards in this deck. There's two special cards. This one's the Phoenix, which is all about rebirth, baby. So this is this time of change, this time of getting all this emotional energy back into you and not feeling like you have to give so much to everyone else. You, out of everyone, deserves your love first. And instead of being a barrel where we plug everyone in and we siphon off our emotional energy to everyone else, where we feel exhausted, that's when we feel and we continue to give after we're exhausted and feel resentful. That doesn't work well. The emotions that we're giving are bitter and sour. But if you trade in that barrel and remember that you're a beautiful chalice and you allow yourself to be filled up with that love from above and you fill up and it overflows, everyone gets your overflow. You are full and healthy, and you don't just get the crumbs, you get that, and everyone else gets the leftovers, the overflow. And that's the way it works, right? They have the ability to fill up that way too, instead of trying to siphon into other people to get our emotional fulfillment. We find that inside and we become that chalice instead. This is this rebirth. There is this change. And so, this 8 of Cups is what, with all this energy, being aware of where you're spending your emotional energy. And it's time to fill up that emotional bank. And what else do we have here? Yeah, you're the Hierophant, which is your higher self, bringing you higher truth, being able to see things from a different perspective. Yeah, here's the Full card. So this is like that Phoenix energy. It's the first card in the major arcana. The last card in the major arcana is the World card. Ending of a cycle, beginning of a new adventure, free of so many expectations, free from being caged and all that that's coming in there. So I love this. These three cards came together. Yeah, Knight of Swords. So this definitely is, you're learning to let go of a lot of expectations around emotions and love, both relationship of romantic, but family and friends and all this of like, I'm supposed to give love to my family even if they don't give me love back. Nope. That's a human made up thing. We're all family in the from a higher perspective. And it's like, that's okay. I need to give love to me first. They can have overflow if you want, but feeling like I have to give everything to all these people, friends, family, lovers, whatever, first leaves us exhausted. But the greatest gift you can give your relationships in the world is a healthy, full, overflowing you. And because that even one drop of that overflow is sweet nectar of the gods compared to bitter sour waters. So one drop is worth thousands and thousands and thousands of gallons of bitter sour water, emotional water, right? And so people might get a little pissy at first when you stop giving so much emotion, but when they get that overflow, when you're filled up, they're like, oh, this is good. I love this, right? Because you're full and you're able to give so much more of who you really are instead of resentment. Underneath those three cards, you have the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah. So this is the Eight of Swords is about letting go of those old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve you anymore, those that made you feel blinded and bound and trapped and restricted and small. And the Two of Pentacles is this balanced energy that comes out into the outside world. I just feel like this is you when you're full, you're powerful. And I like that energy coming in there. Okay, and then let's see what else we have here. Got these three cards. Oh, yep. So I do feel like, and maybe you don't have like a romantic partner, but you have the Six of Wands, which is equal attraction. Think of three wands on either side. This is passion. This is energetic, physical, um, passionate attraction with someone. You did get the Lovers card with these three cards coming out here. So this is telling me that if you don't, even if you have like a romantic person, if it's one of those that you're cutting off, there's someone else that is in your future. And if you're like, no, no, I love this person and we're married, we're together, blah blah blah, then this would be like someone's like a best friend who's like a very, very, very special relationship on that. But and then you have the Four of Swords coming in here too, which is about peace of mind and letting go of all these expectations, and you're just resting in this higher awareness, and it frees you that you don't feel so obligated to do all this stuff, all these expectations. There's this freedom that comes. And then below the surface, yeah, I love it. You got both. I mentioned that there was, and when I said there's two special cards, I'm like, I bet you're going to get the other card too. And you do. You got the Celestial Weaver and the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So reinforcing you here to definitely put yourself first right now. It's time for you. And the Celestial Weaver, it's like a magician, like the magician energy. It's like you're the one that creates your life. You're the one that gets to bring everything in. In fact, I just want to, it's a short little read. I want to read that one. um didn't feel guided to read the Phoenix because that's transformation, resilience, rebirth. We already knew that. But this is power, manifestation, interconnectedness. So here is a power card for you today. This is a message for you to fully allow to sink in. Weave the fabric of your reality through your thoughts, your intentions, and your actions. Every thread you weave has a ripple effect in the universe. Didn't we just read about ripple effect? Yeah, that was what that the South Node talked about. Imagine that. Be mindful of your thoughts and intentions. They are what shall create a beautiful tapestry of life. You are part of a greater cosmic dance. Your existence is meaningful and interconnected with all that is, all part of the unifying field of consciousness. You are the weaver of your destiny, and with each movement you make, weave love, kindness, and harmony into the world around you. Remember, it's natural for you. I love it. All right. So those are your messages. I do you get a fortune cookie too. So let me grab that here. After I put these cards back in. And thank you again so much for your donation. I appreciate you. And sorry, there were a lot of cards. There we go. And I've been drawn to these healing angel cards for you for your fortune cookie. So here we go. You've got sacred space. And it says, we, your guardian angels, surround you with emerald, gold, and rose pink light. Surrender your concerns and worries and enter this sacred space of love and healing. I love that. All right. So that is what they have for you there, Love 43. So many blessings too, and have an amazing day. All right. And up next, so we've got Maria P for the days of our lives. Let me just scroll down here to your questions. And then after that, we'll have Moonlight 5 and then Ashvin Ray. All right. So, Maria P. Let's take a look here. Let's take a quick sipperoo here, too. All right. So, what are Wally's feelings and thoughts towards you today? So, Wally. Let's kind of step into their energy. And then he posted he was in the ER. Wow, you texted him if he's okay, but no answer yet. You're worried what's going on. Uh-oh. Did he take her out? He was in the AR or he was in the ER with because someone else? Let's find out here. Okay, and then for the next 2 months, what's coming for you and Walter? Okay. Okay. So that's month 1, month 2, but that's what's going on below the surface. And then anything else that Spirit wants you to know right now. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see what's going on here. So, first of all, what are his thoughts and feelings towards you today? So, we got the 10 of Wands, ooh, the Chariot, and the 4 of Swords. All right. So, 10 of Wands, with a combination of all these, the 10 of Wands is it's an abundance kind of energy that comes in with that. Because with the 4 of Swords, that's like peace of mind and letting go of expectations and just kind of going with this flow of energy. And the Chariot card is the power of choice card, but it's ruled by Cancer, the moon energy. So it's the nurturing mother energy. And I kind of feel like right now, um, their thoughts and feelings today, they're just realizing, how blessed they are and how supportive you are and not mothering, but you're very nurturing is a better word. Um, and that's kind of helping them hold it together today. And I like that. I like that energy that comes in here. So let's find out. Is he okay? What's this ER about here? We got the 4 of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, and I feel like the 4 of Wands is that home card, right? And I feel like there was a lot of stress, but I feel like they've balanced out with the Queen of Swords. So let me see here. These cards are underneath the surface. 6 of Cups and Ace of Cups. Wonder if it's their I don't know if it's their child why they're in ER. The 6 of Cups is child energy, and the Ace of Cups is self love. Um, so I'm not sure. I almost felt like they're in ER not for. I don't know if they were for them. If they were there for them, this stress energy just feels like they might have had, like, thought they were having, like, a heart attack or something. Uh, but but I feel like it's balanced out here with the Queen of Swords. But this child energy that's here, um, almost makes me feel like it might have been for their kid, their son. Like, did they do the teenage boy stuff and break something or bruise something or, what did you do? But I'm not sure if they were saying like they were in the ER because of themselves or because they were there for someone else. But um it feels like everything's balanced out here. It doesn't feel like there's um anything extreme happening with all of that. That's there. So there you go. Um, and then for the next 2 months, so month 1, you guys have the strength card. Here's that courage and that strength. And this is getting to know our higher selves too. So 8 number of flow with the strength card. So I feel like um whatever month number 1 means to you, it does feel like your relationship is strengthening and growing too, that kind of energy. but that this courage for both of you too, just a strength, inner strength, really showing through for both of you. And then the second month after that, you have the King of Cups. Yeah, so balance of head and heart. Um, and this is the King of Cups is like the we get it a lot for him. It's that reminder of the just how what a great fit and the gratitude for who someone is, right? Just a great fit, great communication, great conversations because it's the air energy behind the King of Cups, and then the King rules over emotion. So this great communication of emotion, and this it's just a great bonding in the second month. Underneath the surface, oh, look at that! You got the Lovers card. So remembering what a again what regardless of the future, the foundation underneath is that you guys are such a great match, and you're such an important relationship with each other, and realizing that and it's just um, it's important to know when looking at the future because it's like, well, regardless of what happens, what matters most is this down here, right? And it is also, realizing emotional choice. It doesn't matter what is coming your way because you get to choose how you feel in each moment. Are you going to focus on gratitude or are we going to focus on fear, right? And we're going to get to choose the emotion that we're going through, regardless of what happens in the outside world. But that's why we get drawn and why humans want to know so much about the future is because we've been taught so much growing up that when this happens, this is what it means and how I have to feel and my energy I have to invest and my physical actions I have to take. If that happens, blah, blah, blah. If that happens, blah, blah, blah. So we feel like we're puppets on strings and we're at the whim of the world. Whatever comes our way, this is how I have to think and act and feel and blah, blah, blah. It's like, nope. When we realize our power of choice, doesn't matter what comes in the outside world. I get to choose. Everyone's going to have their opinion of how you're supposed to choose your stories, your emotions, and all that. But I get to choose. So I like that. And then what else? What else can we see? What else does the spirit want you to know? Yeah, you have the judgment card here. The judgment card is the higher self having us look at things from a higher perspective instead of a human perspective. We can get caught up in the human relationship and our human adventure, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But what really helps us make this life easier is remembering who we really are: powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit beings made of unconditional love. And we have all of this, energy, love energy within us. And it's what we're made out of. And when we realize the power of who we are and we're just a little puppet on us, a little, puppet that we're walking around in, experiencing this life, we can see life differently, right? Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, so you got the sun card, so a lot of victory and brightness, and you got the phoenix, which is rebirth and rising above, and the king of pentacles, oh, another abundance card. So two beautiful abundance cards that come through when you're able to see things from this, different perspective. But the phoenix rises from any ashes, and I like that. It's like realizing that you are this powerful being, that the phoenix never dies. It survives anything in the power. And I just feel like that's what helps us when we realize how someone what someone does or doesn't do, says or doesn't say, or their silence doesn't impact who I am. I'm a powerful phoenix. But, they can make it easier or harder for us to choose to step into our power. But ultimately, it's your choice. And I feel like that's an important thing to know when we're looking at our relationships and what's going on. It's like human characters don't live forever. So eventually, one of you will die first, or at the same time in a flaming carriage going off a cliff. No, that's not a prediction. That's just, your spirit guides' dark humor. But they're like, eventually one of us, unless we die at the same time, one of us is going to die first, or one of us is going to leave one another first. And we're going to be fine either way. We're a phoenix. We rise from any ashes. So I like that for you. I feel like we're going to go to the angel number oracle for your uh, fortune cookie. So let's take a look here. 1111, wish come true. Oh, Buddha, Buddha, boom. See, ends on a really positive note too. You probably see 1111 a lot. Moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, taking action. It says you're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience, new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It's not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. So that's what they have for you, Maria. So many blessings to you. And thank you again for your donation. All right. And then let's see here. So up next, we got two more donations. We've got Moonlight and Ashvin Ray. Hey, Nova. Hey, Miss K. Hey, everybody. Good to see everyone. Let's see here. Molly Mall. He said, wow, once again, you're spot on. Oh, I love it. Hitting the nail on the head. Breaking patterns, cycles, repeating the relationships. Boom. Connection you did last Sunday. Oh, very good. Shadow work. Really done a lot of deep dive into shadow work. Oh, isn't that wonderful? I love shadow work. Major focus on reviving yourself, particularly breaking the habit of. I love that for you, Malimal. 4 days on February 20th will be a year since you're. Oh, I love that. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Hey, Carmel. Hello, hello, everybody. All right, let me get back to readings here. I know that's what you guys are here for, not to watch me reading chat. So, Moonlight, thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like here. Thank you for that donation. And you want to know here R's feelings and his thoughts about your time together this weekend. Will we have time together upcoming week? All right, let's take a look here. Oh, very good. I've been watching the videos. All right, let's see here. So what are R's feelings and thoughts after spending time together this weekend? Okay. And then will you have time together this upcoming week? All right. Let's see what we have here. Okie dokie dokie. So bottom of the deck, we do have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is it's called the Nightmare and Insomnia card. But and the energy, of course, varies from reading to reading, but the Nine of Swords for you, the nine is the Hermit's energy, and that's what's coming in here because I don't feel like you have um like nightmares and it's not on your mind. Well, you might be losing sleep over them too, but there's you might be having some dreams that are trying to clarify some fears that are below the surface because the nine of the hermit's journey is taking time to reflect on these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are rooted in fear, the fear of losing conditional love and fear of not meeting someone's expectations or someone not meeting my expectations or a situation failing, not meeting expectations. It's basically the root of the fear of losing a conditional love from the outside world. And so this is the energy that's bubbling below the surface with this individual, and it can also be a reflection of the fear that they have and the nightmares and insomnia that they have too. And I feel like you both kind of have that, but it's from different sources, um, if that makes sense. Let's see what we have here, though. So, what are his feelings and his thoughts? So, feelings, we got the King of Pentacles. Didn't we get this on him before? I'm not sure, but it's like they're focused here, uh, very big here. Even after spending time with you this weekend, is they're trying to find fullness of life and trying to see. And I feel like these are where all their fears are around is they have this list of what everything has to be and should be, and they and this is why they revert to trying to numb a lot of their emotions, is because they've got all this pressure of who they're supposed to be, and they feel like they're failing, failing, failing. This is their fear that they're failing, and then they kind of self fulfill the prophecy because they are doing all these things that help them fail, um, in these to meet up to these things, right? Which in the end doesn't really matter. All this list of expectations is a ruse. It's a I'm using all these words today I normally don't use, but it's a ruse. It's a lies, it's illusion, it's opinion. And it's like, who says you have to live up to those things? All this stuff that I've been hearing all my life. Well, if you don't want to do it and you're not doing it, then maybe that's not for you. You don't have to do all those things. Who do you want to be? And I feel like this is the big transformation that they're going through. This is their mindset, right? They're just like, so that's what's going on in their thoughts. Let's see what their emotions are doing here. Yeah. So here's that energy we talked about, the Empress, the nurturer, the 10 of Pentacles is this. They feel like you help them feel full and whole here with this Empress energy. And I think we talked about that, about the mothering energy and about feeling that you have to help them and that they, you know, and they look at you as this nurturing, not as so much as a mother, but as someone, and I think we talked about this already, right? D Deja vu, maybe this is deja vu. Maybe I dreamed about this, but, um, that it's like, because they didn't have a good relationship with their mother and felt nurtured growing up, they really attached to your nurturing, and they look at you as a source of their fullness and wholeness, which is not healthy, right? Because they need to find that in themselves. And if we think we're supposed to be that for them, we become their crutch. And they like the attention, they like the mothering, nurturing kind of energy, because they didn't feel cared for before. And they feel like, wow, you care for me. And so, um, but if I'm healthy, you'll stop caring for me, so I gotta stay unhealthy. Ooh, wow. Where did that come from? All right. So, let's see, there was another card around this too. The 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're in this. Well, that was a deep sigh. This I have 2 directions that I feel I need to go in. I don't know what I want to do in the physical world. Um, so this is a lot of the energy that comes in with that around this. Interesting. All right. And then will you have time together this upcoming week? We got the High Priestess, which the High Priestess steps away, goes into her High Priestess temple alone to connect with spirit, look behind the veil, dive deeper. Let's see what else we have here. And we have the Emperor here too. And so the High Priestess I feel is your energy. The Emperor I feel is their energy because this is this Aries fiery. They're indecisive, and even with the 2 of Swords, it's the battle between their head and their heart. I don't feel like based on current energy, they haven't made a decision here. I'm feeling like with the High Priestess, it's leaning towards that you guys don't, because this Emperor also needs to decide what they want. What do I want? Then I decide, I put action and energy behind my plan. But I just feel like there's this energy of discombobulated. I don't use that word either, but they're like, you know, torn between their head and their heart. Their heart wants to, but their head is like, "Ah," out of control, um, with all this energy here. So hopefully that helps, Moonlight. I know it's like, I don't know here. You said you've been watching videos on working on your energy, your thoughts, your gratitude, and your connection to spirit. So I love that for you. And that makes sense with that high priestess energy too, that you're connecting and going that direction because, um, it's it'll help free you. Let's see here. Now your fortune cookie. Hmm. Well, not okay. They're actually drawing me to this oracle deck, which is the path of the soul. So let's see here what your fortune cookie says here. What else does spirit want you to know here? Around your life or around you and ours life? And I call these spiritual ink blot tests because these are fractal imaging is what it's called. And so it's a picture, and I'll show you it, and then whatever you get from it is a special message for you. And then I'll read the little description from the book too. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Try to have you see it a little lower. They're very glossy. Okay. And what the author, what she channeled through this, it's called vibration. You are pure energy. Whatever you think, feel, say, or do has an effect on the entire planet. You do make a difference in this world. Use your energy wisely. When this card appears, it asks you to be mindful of what it is you're putting out there. You are an energetic powerhouse, and your influence on others is strong. So keep your intention set on the highest good. Use your ability to energetically uplift the energy of others. Wow, that's what you do. All right, so that's what they have for you, Moonlight. So thank you again for your donation and many blessings to you. Oh, I'm glad you like that. Rain Sweet Drop. If anyone, this is the tarot deck that I'm using. It's the Tarot of Sacred Kingdoms. Beautiful deck. I'm glad you enjoy it too. All right. And then my final donation for today is Ashvin Ray. So thank you, Ashvin. Let me give that a love and a like there. All right. And you like guidance on your career and love life. All right. So let's take a look here. Okay, take a sip here. So, career. Ashvin for career. Boom and boom and boom and boom and that one's under there. Okay. Thank you. And then love. All right. Do you want just that one? Not you. You want that one? Nope, not that one. And this one. All right. All right. Now, the bottom of the deck, just for your overall energy of your reading, you have the Phoenix. I love, there's two special cards, and this is one. This is rebirth. This is transformation. And I feel like you are in this period of significant transformation, maybe feeling like things have, kind of fallen um, to the wayside and things like burning down. That's what a phoenix does, right? When it's like, I just get stagnant and blah, and it burns down and it's ready for a rebirth. It's ready for action. It's ready for newness. And this is the kind of energy I'm picking up for both your career and your love life. So, wow, wow, wow. Let's take a look here. So, career, you have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, here's this energetic block where you feel like you've been hitting your head up against a wall regarding career, and you're ready for a movement. You're ready to blast this wall apart and to move through it. So let's take a look here and see. I feel like there's 2 steps towards your career. The first one is the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is a lot of emotional energy around, like, there's a lot of things you would love to do, and you're trying to really zero down to figure out, what is it that I really want to do? What is it that I want to do? There's so many things I love to do, and there's not something that all 7 things fall under as a career. And so I feel like you're just kind of a little lost emotionally on what you wanna do for career. Just because there's so much you wanna do that it's kinda like, "I just don't know what to choose," right? That's the kind of energy I'm picking up anyway. So we've got here, they said that, spirit can bring you clarity. You've got the Ace of Swords with the Ten of Cups. The Ace of Swords is about clarity and knowledge and seeing things from a different perspective. And the Ten of Cups is about following your joy. And that's what helps here. Because the Seven of Cups, the confusion can come in when our mind is telling us, well, you should do that, or should do that, or should do that opinion, right? And it's like, well, why? Why do I want all these things? And your heart is like, those things are boring and that's existing, but I want to live. I want to express myself. And so it's important to get this balance between the head and the heart, right? But you can ask for clarity from spirit and say, can you guys show me why? Help me see why I like these 7 things. Let's say there's 7 different things you want to do. Make a list and go, why do I want to do that? And really get honest with yourself and going, well, because it's good money and people, would think that's a good choice. It's like, oh, okay. If it's other people that we're making it for, cross that one out because that's expectations. That's our brain out of fear trying to have us go in a direction. Well, I need this money, I need this position, I need this security, I need it's like, do you? You know? Um, but write them all down for each of those, and that'll help you decide what you're wanting to do, and spirit will help you. Just ask them, let's get real honest with your heart, and your mind on why you want to do those certain things, because there's some freedom that can come with that. Yeah, because you have the King of Cups, which is the balance between the head and the heart, and the Page of Pentacles. That'll bring new opportunities and career forward here. A new a new way of looking at it in the outside world too. That kind of comes in here. So I like this. I like this. This energy of when I balance my head and my heart, I get clarity, and then I have a new opportunity that opens up for me in career. But when I'm confused, my energy is like drawing all this stuff to me. But if I'm it's like if I'm there's 7 they're showing me 7 people, and then they're showing me 7 cats, and it's like you're trying to draw 1 cat to you, that cat starts to come to you, and then you try to draw another cat to you, and this one loses interest and goes away as this one comes to you, and then you try to draw another one, that one drifts away. It never gets to you because we're moving through so many different energies. I can't get anything to come to me because I'm unsure of what I really want to come to me. When I'm focused, I'm like, this is the one I want. Here, kitty, 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 and we're drawing that to us, right? So hopefully that makes sense. That's what they have for career. And then let's look at love, which came out as a giant capital L, 3 cards and one like this. So I love that. L for love. So you got the devil card. Which is so in regards to relationship, the devil card is about shaking and rattling your cage. It's all those expectations, the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, the have to be, all these stories. And the devil card, Saturn energy, it's like a Saturn return, Capricorn energy, where Saturn comes back every 28, 29 years and rattles our cage about our thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, all these conditions, all this, blah, 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 blah. Um, you know, um, about what a relationship is supposed to be, what love is supposed to be, who they're supposed to be, who they're supposed to be in the relationship, who I'm supposed to be. All these rules that suck the life out of a relationship because we're focusing in on what something's not being, making sure that list is out. Okay, they're doing that, but they're not doing that, and they're not doing that, and they're not doing that, and I'm not doing this, and the relationship isn't doing this for me. It just because that energy, it draws in more, it draws our attention more to the what's not happening instead of the gratitude for who someone is being and what it is, who I'm being, celebrating who I am and who I am in the relationship, what the relationship is, who they are in the relationship. Gratitude, celebration, then that allows it to grow. And so it's important to, I feel like Spirit is saying it's important to look at those and transform them. Otherwise, we're going to keep doing what we always do and get what we've always gotten, which is disappointment. Right. So that's the first card. Oh, look, you have the Lover. So you do have someone who's being drawn towards you, but there's first saying, um, we want to clear that stuff out, because then that will help bring this person in faster. Because those expectations are rooted in fear, which is lower vibrational energy, which are like anchors. They slow everything down, but they also draw in lower vibration. So things kind of feel like they've been slowed down for you, not to you, for you, to give you time to raise your low vibration by questioning those thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve you anymore regarding love, and releasing old emotion that don't serve you, and releasing energy that doesn't serve you, and purging your outside world of things that don't bring you joy anymore, whether it's people, or um, things that you have from other people. Every time you see it, it just makes you want to throw it across the room, or makes you go, oh. It's like, this energy is not what I want in my realm. Pshoo! Give it away, donate it, throw it away, whatever. But this is about purging and making those choices before they come your way. Yeah, and here's the Eight of Swords. Again, letting go of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have made you feel trapped and restricted and small in the past. And so this is that clearing those mindsets that don't serve you anymore. And the Two of Wands is also the making the choices of the energy that you're focusing on regarding love, because, all that they were talking about with that is, if you focus on the pain, you focus on what you hate, or what I want love, I miss love, I need love, that just repels it away. But when we start looking at having gratitude for all the love we've had in our life, I know this is a fun exercise, you know, I did this once with my 5 major relationships I had, and, okay, what did I love about them? What did I learn from them? And it was positive energy, it's the things I was grateful for, not like the list of things I hated about them, the revenge I'm going to instill upon them. It's, you know, um, when you focus on what you loved about them, then we draw in, individuals that will have that energy. Instead of focusing in on what we hate, and we draw people that have that energy instead, right? So an important energy with all that. Hopefully that helps, Ashwin. Your fortune cookie, I feel like we're being drawn here to the universe has your back. So let's take a look here. Okie dokie. I love it. Here's that transformative butterfly. And this is, I surrender to a power greater than me. And I like that. When it comes to love and even career and different things, it's like we can ask, like, I would like a relationship creator. We ask once, they have a great memory. We don't have to ask again. Or I really would like clarity on a career, or this kind of career. We ask once, and then I release it to you. I surrender it to you, because I trust that you will bring me the perfect person or perfect career and the perfect timing and the perfect way, right? So I like that for you. All right. So that's what they have for you, Ashvin. Many blessings to you. All right. And then I did have one more donation come in here. Let's see, it's 12:50. So I'll be able to get yours in right now, Miss Kay. For everyone else, I will be heading off in about 10 minutes to go spend some time with my Praying Mantis members, about an hour or so. And then I'm going to eat, and then I'll return and I'll finish out all readings. So I've only going to get to donations in this first session. And so I'll come back for my YouTube channel members, your free readings, and everyone else's free readings as well. All right. Right, Ms. K, thank you so much for your donation. Let me give that a love and a like here. So we'd like a love and career reading for next month. All right. So for March, let's take a look here. So first of all, let's focus in on love here. Okay, I do want that one. Let's see. I do want that one, and they do want that one, and they do want that one. Okay. And then in career. Okay, that one. those three. Okay. And that one is kind of where things are leading here. We'll take a look. So the bottom of the deck energy, just for your whole reading, is the six of wands, hiccuped, um, which is about victory and movement and celebration kind of energy. So I like this sense of joy and the sense of flow coming with these here. So let's see here. You got four cards that came out for love. Let's see what we have here. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. So things have been going kind of slow in the love area. Amos K. You're like, God, is this plant ever going to bloom and ever have fruit on it? I hear you. And you have the Two of Wands energy that's coming in here. This is a good reminder that, you know, whatever we focus on grows and expands. Kind of what we just talked a little bit with Ashvin too here. It's the if I focus on wanting love, if I focus on needing love, this is what repels and sends things in the opposite direction. It sends things way, way away from us because that energy of want is telling the universe, I enjoy wanting, not having. I enjoy wanting. So don't bring me what I want. That's what our energy does. It's not what our mind is wanting to happen, but we've been taught wrong growing up. You know, we've been taught focus on what you want and need, and it comes to you. No, focus on gratitude for what you have in your life, what you have had. Like, let's say lovers, like we talked about, making a list of what I've loved about my lovers in the past. Then that opens me up to receive love, a relationship, and a romantic relationship or lover or whatever, and it's like, yes, that's what we do, right? And so that's what this Two of Wands is telling you, regarding that here. You do have the Three of Cups. Again, this is a joy and celebration kind of card, but I feel like this is a precursor to meeting someone romantically. If you don't already have like two besties, this is like three peas in a pod, two best friends that you're like sisters from different misters, or they could be real life sisters if they are that for you there. But it's three of you, and this has to happen first because this is the support group you need to keep you accountable to staying true to you and not falling into old patterns of dimming your light or shrinking or giving your life up for them and having them become your life. I know how that is. Did that, and that's what wonderful groups of friends do. They're like, so you kind of disappeared. Did you meet somebody? Yes. So we're having a get together and you're coming. Well, you're coming. Oh, okay. I'll be there, And that's the kind of friendship that it's of love and we all keep each other accountable. And this is what this Three of Cups is about, is this is the foundation that comes before you meet this romantic partner that comes in. Yeah, and you got the Phoenix card. They've made a lot of appearance here today. But this is about a transformation and a rebirth that comes in here with all of this too. So, um, for you, and this is the only time it's come up this way in readings, the Phoenix represents this other person, and it is someone. I don't feel like it's someone from your past, but it's someone who has had a huge rebirth in their life. I feel with all this fire signy kind of individual because they bring in this joy, they bring in this wonderfulness because it's that childlikeness. It's like very Sagittarius. It could be any of the fire signs, but they have this childlike look at the world of full of possibilities because they did have like something where I feel like they had to reboot their entire life. They had something significant happen where they lost like everything and they had to restart from the ground up. But when they restarted everything, they were more truer to who they wanted to be when everything else fell apart. They took it as an opportunity for transformation. And now they look at the world, anything's possible, and they don't attach to all this stuff. They live life to the fullest in a wonderful way. They're not, um, they're not I was gonna say the town whore. They don't sleep around with everybody, that's not what we're talking about here. They still are very, you know, honorable, but they live life, right? And so I like that. Alright, so that was that, and then let's take a look here for a career. These 2 cards, you have the Ace of Cups. It's this nudge to follow your heart. Let your heart lead the way. And the Nine of Cups, yeah, dreams come true. And these cards are telling me that your heart has a different dream come true than your mind does or did. And this this energy of you don't have to figure out your entire life, you know. It's like you can where's your heart leading you right now at this time in your life? Follow that. Your heart knows the way towards your career into your dream. So I really like that, you know, coming in there for you. You also have the 5 of Cups, yeah. And this is reminding me of they're like, because when you're living your dream, you wake up excited and can't wait to go do this and can't wait to go do that. When you're living someone else's dream, like that's usually what our mind has is other dreams that we've been given in our life or suggested in our life. And we're like, okay, that's my dream. But when you wake up in the morning going, oh crap, I got to go live my dream today. You know, that's not our dream. That's someone else's. And this 5 of Cups is this transformation. And that's how you know is when you're like living your dream. You're excited for it. When you're not living your dream and you're living someone else's, you're like, all right. So you have the Ace of Swords. I do feel like there's a lot of clarity that's going to come your way here regarding your career. You have the Nine of Wands. Something's been holding you back. And I feel like this energy is like the dream that you've been. It felt um like an like gas in a car and there's a leak in the gas tank and you're like, I could have swore I just filled that tank. Why am I feeling empty? Because the energy, and it's like you've been having this resistance to go in this direction, and it's keeping you from going into something that's not for you. And I like this change, this looking at things differently, this movement of things differently here. Yeah, you have the Knight of Cups again, the quest of following the heart. Follow the heart, follow the heart. And the Queen of Cups. Follow your heart, follow your heart. Queen of Cups rolls over the water, the cup suit, and she gets a second portion of water. All the queens do. So she's not just the ruler of the cups. She's with the king. She's the master of emotion, which is all again. These kind of cards are my follow your heart kind of cards when it comes to your career. Yeah, and then you had the Phoenix. So this is saying this is death and rebirth regarding career. It's time for a transformation. It's time for a rebirth and to go, okay, you know, what I've wanted and what I've pursued for job and career in the past, it's done me well. It's shown me what I want. Again, on the bottom of the deck, follow your heart, Page of Cups. But now it's time to follow your heart, and it will lead you into something that feels fulfilling. And it's how you uniquely want to share this amazing love and talent in your heart with the world. Um, but it's time for you to kind of spend time with your heart and go, what do you want? Because the mind's been a bully a lot of your life telling you the should be's and need to be's and have to be's. So that is what they have for you there. So, and then let's see here. I feel like we're going to go to the angel number oracle for your um, fortune cookie. And for everyone else, I will be heading out of here in a second, but I will come back in about an hour and a half ish, maybe 2 hours. I'm going to spend time with my Praying Mantis members and eat, and then I'll come back and complete all readings. I've only gotten to donations in this one. I haven't got to any free readings at all. All right. Yep. Here you go. Look at this. Slow down. 0404. 44. Fofo. Balance, power struggle, force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, restlessness, low vibrations, warning. It says pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. I like that. Slowing down and the stress of trying to live up to everyone else's expectations. There's this wonderful freedom energy that comes with all that. Right. So that's what they have for you, Miss K. So thank you again for your donation. Greatly appreciated. And I'm just taking screenshots here. When I return, I will list the order in which the readings will be completed and are completed so that you can find your reading quickly, because there won't be a chat when I come back. Um, so that's how you'll be able to make sure where you're at here. Okay. And Maria, you came back. Oh, I just see another donation came through. So I will, you'll be up first. That's from you. Yeah. So I will complete, you'll be up first when I return, because that's the donation. Then I'll complete the YouTube channel members and then all the other free readings as well. So, I'm a minute late. So I'm going to head off. Thank you guys again for all the thumbs up, all the love, all the support. So good to see everyone. And we'll be back. And in the meantime, I do have a ton of free content on my main page. If you want to get some more messages from Spirit, if you click on my my little name, it'll take you to the page, and at the very top it has new for 2025. There's a bunch of playlists up there with free content. So love you guys. Until I see you again, remember, every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. Have fun. We'll see you soon.